Hey, this is Shaman Devagari from AWS Professional Services. I'm a container SME. Today, I'm here to talk about the recent updates about EKS capabilities, how it helps to streamline your backend platform engineering efforts to managing your systems. Today, I will go step by step how you could actually configure EKS capabilities via AWS console. As you see here on the AWS console, we see the landing page. So just navigate to EKS. I've already created an EKS cluster for this demo. So this is an EKS cluster running as EKS auto mode. You could create it multiple ways. You could do it via CLI, Terraform, CloudFormation, multiple ways you could do it. This is running on 1.34. So if you look at this, if you observe here on the console, there's a new tab that has been created, something called capabilities here. So here, this is where we create the capabilities via this console. So click on the capabilities. Currently, we have only Argo CD, ACK, and Crow. So click on that and then just select which capabilities you want. So for this session, as we are testing with Argo CD and ACK, I've just clicked on that and click next. So just give the default capability name. I'm just going with the default names here. If you look at here, then you have the capability role. So I've already created a capability role. So, but I can show you how the capability role looks, right? So when you go to IAM, when you try to create the role, so you first select the AWS service, then you select here EKS, and then you see here there's a new option called EKS capabilities. What it translates to, so if you look at once the role has been created, the trust relationship looks like this. The principal service is the capabilities.eks.amazon.com, and then you have sessions, actions like STS assume role and STS tag sessions. So that is the role that we would be using here. After that, then you have the Argo CD endpoint access, right? You could either have it as public or private. For now, I'm just leaving it as default. There's also one more prerequisite that you wanted to do is you wanted to have an IAM identity center instance setup. This is where you define all your RBAC access related stuff. So here I already have that. So just selecting the IAM identity center here, and then go here, post. I just select which user I wanted to give what permissions, what they can do. So here I select the user and the RBAC role. This is pretty much Argo CD configuration. Now coming back to ACK, here we have the capability name and again the capability role. I've already created the capability role as we just spoke. Go here, click on next. Then you could just review here and then go ahead and create. So this will usually take probably like 4 to 5 minutes. What I would do is like I'll just go ahead and pause this and I'll come back. Now that these capabilities are back, so they've been created now. So I'm just refreshing once. So let's go by one. So first let's test out the ACK one. As we all know, AWS controller for Kubernetes. So we could create different resources via ACK. So they could be just be in Kubernetes manifest files, and we could just like create them. So here I already have my Kubernetes cluster connected via AWS CLI. So here, if you look at the manifest file here, so I'm just creating an S3 bucket here. Look at the API version, and then probably give what kind of a resource here, the bucket name, sorry, the kind bucket, and then the metadata here. You can just give a metadata here, namespace, and then give a unique string here, which would be the bucket name here. So I would just go ahead and apply this. So once you do that, let me describe this. Once you describe this, let's see what's happening here. Still, it's not yet created, so it's gonna take like propagation of like few seconds. Let me describe back. Okay, now you see on the events, you say it's ready and true. Now let's go back to the console and check if the S3 bucket has been created or not. So let's go here to S3. Just copied the S3 bucket name, I guess. So here you see this was just created, right? So this is how you could go ahead and create with different AWS resources inside using ACK, and there is like a very detailed documentation for that. Now let's go ahead and test out the Argo CD capability. So and explore the Argo CD UI. Before that, all the authentication, if you remember, we have tied up with the IAM Identity Center. All the role assignments have been already given there. So I just go here. I've already SSO'd into this one. It would ask for you. But the interesting part here is that when you go to settings and click on the clusters, you wouldn't see any cluster here. This is where you need to register your target cluster here. Again, it's very clearly mentioned in the documentation, but let me go ahead and first register my cluster here. If you look at here, I'm just creating a secret here. Again, version, I just give the metadata, and the important point is on line number 10, I should give the ARN of my EKS cluster, right? So here I already have that, so I just go ahead and apply that. So once I apply that, I just go ahead and refresh here. You see the cluster has been registered, but now the other interesting thing is that it doesn't give the connection status right away. It takes like few minutes to propagate. Still, we don't have any application that we have deployed or something. We'll just do a test application to see how the look and feel does, right? Again, I go here in the docs and just create like a create application. I just take this application here, which I already have got. I just give the destination server, right? This is where I'm just like telling on which EKS cluster it has to be deployed. So again on line 13. So this is something that I've already given. Now I go ahead and I apply that. So I've applied that. Okay, so if I go ahead and do, sorry, I go ahead and do applications and this thing, Argo CD, it clearly shows that my application is sync state is synced and it's all healthy. Now let's go to the UI and verify that. So yeah, so if you look at, I think that was quick. So the guest book and the pod is running healthy. Right, this is what I wanted to show you a test application, right? I'm like just wanted to give you the gist. It's so pretty straightforward capabilities. You could have, as you see, this has been a very robust documentation, very clearly step by step. It's been defined. I really thank you for taking your time to watch this demo.